Morocco, Morocco, Morocco. Big up to all the people out there, man. I told you I'll be going live in Morocco win. And Morocco won. Second African team through to the next round, people. The second African team through to the next round. Get in. Get in. Germany out. I'll be the same. No, I feel bad for my friends in Germany. I feel bad for my friends in Germany, people. I lived in Germany for a while. I got friends in Germany. I feel bad for them. But yeah, been a crazy, crazy day, people. It's been a very crazy day. Very, very crazy. Group E was quite crazy. Group E, mate. At one time, it was Costa Rica and Japan that were going through, obviously, before Germany came back. And actually, it was Germany that did the favors for. We've got Mr. Structure. He'll forgive the Glazers either way. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I'll forgive the Glazers. Me, I'm never forgiving them for nothing, man. Big up, man. Big up, everybody. Big up, everybody. Group E tonight, lots of drama. The World Cup, it's been an absolute drama. I said something today. I said, "Are you getting bored of the World Cup?" Well, I wasn't getting bored. I wasn't getting bored of that drama tonight. I wasn't getting bored of that drama tonight. Deadwood FC. Here we go. Here we go. We are Deadwood. Hey, are you a United fan? Are you come here to take the mick out of us? Revenge for Blue Fontaine. Revenge for Blue Fontaine. Tell me more, Tim. Tell me more. Blue Fontaine. Big up, man. Big up to every one of you. Please smash a like on the video. As soon as you get in, smash the like straight away, people. Big up Morocco. La Maroc. Morocco. I wish I was in Morocco tonight, people. I got people there, innit? I got people there. I got people there, people. I got people there, man. In Tangier. I got people in Tangier. I got people in Marrakesh. It's just beautiful. I just want you to know. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And here's my little rendition. Those of you who have not seen it. Those of you who have not seen it. But big up Morocco, man. They just needed a draw, but they got the win. Top the group, eh? What odds would you have got on that? What odds would you have got on Morocco topping the group, eh? 7 points. See you later. Not lost the game. Only conceded 1 goal. It's going to be very tough against very, very tough against Spain now. They're going to have to play Spain. It's going to be very tough. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Big up, man. S2. Big up. Chef Negli says, yeah, Morocco. I've done it again. Yeah, Morocco, man. We love Morocco, man. We love it. We love it. We love it when Morocco does it. We absolutely love it when Morocco goes through like that. But what did you think, guys? Is it over the line or not over the line? Hey, the Japan goal. Is that over the line for you? Or is that not over the line? Not over the line for you, man. Over the line or not over the line? Was it over the line? What do we think, people? What do we think? Was it over the line? Yes, Tom. Jump on, man. Jump on. We want to hear you say. Was it over the line tonight? Was it over the line? Let's get Tom on if you want to come on, Tom. Was it over the line tonight? Over the line. No, I don't think it was over the line. I don't think he was over the line yet. FIFA, Morocco. Could Spain have intentionally eliminated Germany, avoided Croatia? I pray Morocco beat them just for also 2 straight World Cup group stage knockout exit for Germany. Yeah. There we go, people. Is it justice for Ozil, eh? The way the racist Germans treated Ozil, innit? How you doing, Tom?
Good evening.
Are we having that? Was it ball over the line, yes or no, Tom? Was that ball completely over the line or not?
For me,
have the Germans been robbed? Have they been robbed again? All on the line. You know, I mean, 66 and all that.
For me, I don't think it is over the line.
Yeah, because the shot of the ball, if that's on the line.
All I'm going to say, Nuruddin, is Manchester City won a Premier League title, pretty much the exact same thing of if the ball was over the goal line or not. And that wasn't even like a millimetre. And they won the league because of it in that season when they took Liverpool all the way to the final day.
Yep.
And Manchester City won the Premier League because of it. So, in this regard, with the ball being over the line or not, if we're being honest, Germany haven't looked great in the tournament. I don't think, anyway. So, unfortunately, sometimes in football, you get what you get at the end of the day. I think Japan earned to probably top the group in many cases. I think in the games that they displayed against Spain and against Germany, who are two top, like, the technical players in both of the teams and the tactical, knowledge that both the managers have of both of those nations, and to do them like in the way that they have, and it's not just in the way that they have, but to score and then score like within the next 3 minutes as well, when a team should be at its most alertness or its most awareness. To do that as well, and then even as well to sit the last 20-30 minutes out against probably arguably one of the most creative teams in the tournament, who you would say Spain have some of the most creative players who can pick a pass out or pick a runner out in behind. To see the game out for like 20 minutes as well. In that 20 minutes, I'm expecting Spain to create 3, maybe 4 clear-cut chances when they dictate the ball in the opposition's own half. But for me, Spain, where did Spain go wrong in that game? I would have said probably taking Morata off, and being fair and honest, because I think in that last 20 minutes they needed that. They needed that striker. That's what I mean. They brought on midfielders. It's okay.
To be fair, Enrique might be thinking, Germany are definitely going to beat Costa Rica, so maybe we'll get to the semis in the easier way. You know what I mean? Here, look, Muhammad Ali says, could have Spain intentionally eliminated Germany, avoided Croatia. And now they have the easier route to the semi-final. So who knows? But to be fair, they were trying.
No, they were trying, to be fair to them.
But the Japanese, you know what? Gotta give it to the Japanese. I'm telling you now, the Japanese are gonna be trouble in Croatia. I'm telling you now.
Well, to be fair, Nuruddin, I think at the last World Cup 4 years ago, they was unlucky to go out against Belgium, wasn't there? I think they were winning 2-0 with 20 minutes to go, and then Belgium blew. I think they played an extra 2 minutes as well in the added time, and it cost them. But when they got to that last stage of the tournament, the legs went in the Japanese team. Yeah. But this team, and especially some of the players in there, the thing that I like about this Japanese team is they'll give it a go. They're not afraid of you. They don't care if you've got one of the greatest players of all time in your team, if you've got a brilliant, manager who's won major trophies, Champions Leagues, European trophies, whatever. They're not scared to play against you, and they'll play their own game. And if you like it or not, they'll deal with it. It's the energy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Tenacity. Mundo, welcome to the stream. Lovely background, light, looking dapper there. We like what color is that? We like it's like Prince, innit? It's Prince, innit? Purple Rain.
You like purple, yeah.
Purple rain. Yo, big up Prince, man. Legend. Absolute. Mundo, bit of drama tonight. Hey, the World Cup's been a bit mundane. Bit of drama today, though. How we say au revoir, Belgium, au revoir. And I don't know how to say goodbye in Flemish Dutch, but goodbye in Flemish Dutch as well. It's been a pleasure. I told everybody that they're not getting out of the group, and people laughed at me. People laughed at me. People literally laughed in my face when I said Belgium are not getting out of the group. But I'm not a betting guy. I'm not a betting person. And then Auf Wiedersehen, the Germans. Hold tight, Linda. And all my German friends. You know what I mean? You can't rely on Spain. Spain did a dirty on them at the end of the day, and the Japanese deserved it. Can you imagine the Japanese dangerous team now beat Germany and beat Spain? What do you think to that, Mundo?
Yeah, and then lost to Costa Rica, which is weird.
It's crazy.
But
crazy World Cup, man.
I don't know.
Morocco, Mundo, let the people know we got people in Morocco in it. We got extended family in Morocco, man. We got people in Morocco. I would love to be in Tangier tonight because Tangier's not sleeping, Marrakesh is not sleeping. I swear nobody's sleeping. I'm telling you, everywhere, nobody's sleeping in Morocco tonight. They are crazy about football. I cannot stress enough to people how crazy they are about football in Morocco. Trust me. But Mundo, go on. Give us your World Cup. What are you thinking so far, especially today's results?
I think that Spain are going nowhere. They lack teeth. They've got no. Do all that tippy tappy as much as you want.
Yeah.
If you can't put the ball in the back of the net, they put 6 past Costa Rica, but they struggled against Germany and they struggled against Japan. So if they come, and I always knew it would be the case, that if they come up against any decent opposition, they're going to struggle, right? Because they don't have a centre forward. Okay, Morata is okay, but he's not elite, is he? And where's the goals coming from? They've got no goals in that midfield. They just pass it around. They've got no goals in the squad. Ferran Torres doesn't really play much for Barcelona. Ansu Fati, what has he got? 7 caps.
Yeah, to be fair. And he's been
where are the goals coming from? So Spain.
They don't play Morata. You know what? I think Morata will score. He scored in 3 games. He would score, but they don't. You don't keep him on. Enrique likes this alternate rotation of 3 different midfielders.
The false 9 transitional midfield.
Yeah, Asensio up front. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But
that's what I mean.
The other thing as well is obviously Belgium have gone home. That's no surprise. Their team is ancient. I think half their team played in China or somewhere, right? They've just got. They're just too old. Just haven't got the legs.
No, listen, I've said it. I've said that this World Cup for me will be defined by simmer frame and mobility. Mobile. That's what majority of these teams are. Like,
I've noticed that a lot of the teams are old, man. Even Croatia are old. Actually, that would be a good question to ask. Like, who's the youngest team in the World Cup? Probably France, right?
I think it's France or England.
Yeah,
aren't they?
France.
England's quite young.
Yeah, England's quite young, isn't it? Yeah.
I would have said Brazil are quite young, but then they got Thiago Silva, so he probably puts their average age up by about 50 years. I don't know how that guy's done. And Dani Alves as well. So,
Chev Neglis is quite confident here. Quite confident, telling us that he's will snap Morata in half. He lives. That's how he looks.
I'm going to stick with my original view, which was South American team will win it. I think the conditions suit South American teams.
But to be fair, Mundo, Brazil were toothless the other night. Absolutely toothless. Other than a fluky goal by Casemiro, they were toothless.
I think what we're seeing though, aren't we? Is
that shot. If Casemiro hits that shot, right, 10 out of the 9, that ball's going wide or going to the corner flag. Yes or no?
Yeah, but what a sweet strike. But the thing is that Brazil are playing in second gear. They've not even had to step up.
They haven't really had a challenge, I don't think. Anyway, I think they need a proper. I think they need a team like, for example, Japan. That's going to make you work. That's going to make you have to feast off of your opportunities if they box themselves in. That's the sort of game that I think Brazil need. They need
Yeah.
somebody who's going to turn up. You're not going to be fearful of the opposition. You're not going to be fearful of going home or whatever. Just turn up and play your game. And
I'll be shocked if Neymar plays tomorrow because they'll think, oh, the Cameroonians are going to snap him up. They're going to break him out.
They've qualified. There's no point. What's the point of risking him? They've qualified.
Exactly.
They might as well just rest him.
I just want to get this question to you, actually. Big up Windy Grant. Windy Grant says, question for the panel, taking your United hats off. It's very difficult to take the United hat off if you were Rashford. You looked to other team before making a contract decision. Yeah, maybe. At the end of the day, football career is short. If I was a footballer, and if Man United are not improving, for me, the way they should be, challenging for trophies, I'll go somewhere else, me personally. And if I was in Rashford, because I would want to play in different countries, innit? Knowing me, I know that about myself. If I was Rashford, I don't want to play in another country. I'll try another league.
How old is Rashford? What is he, 24? 25?
25 now, I think.
25, I think.
So he's got 2 contracts. He's got 2 big contracts. He could sign a contract for Man United and still get a mover in the next 2 or 3 years.
But what do I want for Man United to do? I want Man United to bring in a wage cap, and I want Man United to give incentives on performances and goals. So
yes.
You get your wages a week top, heavily top. If you do, I think I would give maybe Rashford 200 grand a week basic. If he performs and he's doing it amazing week on, performance by performance, for me, you'll get another 100 grand or maybe 120.
Well, that's how you get players to buy into a manager's way of playing or wanting to work hard.
Yeah, exactly. Big up HKND. Thanks for the super chat, bro. He says, I won't be surprised if we get new owners and have a big budget in the summer. Ten Hag will go in for Mohamed Kunduz. He bought him when he was at Ajax. Looks like the 10 that we need. Plus Bruno needs the competition. Can't play every game. Well, Bruno's been linked to Real Madrid. Kunduz for Bruno, maybe different sort of player. Would you take it, Tom? Would you take that?
If I'm being honest, I think Kudus is a Ten Hag player, but he's not my cup of tea. If I'm honest, not really my cup of tea.
Not as a number 10. He's not a creative.
That's what I mean. Not as a number 10. I don't. A number 10 is like a James Maddison type player, isn't it? Somebody who gets into the spaces and picks the right pass out. Fernandes is an 8 who plays as a 10 for some reason. Yeah. Kudus is not really a number 10, and like you said, we do have a number 10, but he's never been given the consistent run of games. That was Donny van der Beek. We brought him in to play number 10, did we not, when we had Ollie? And we ended up absolutely blindsiding him because Bruno Fernandes was on a major goal scoring, assisting, goal contribution streak, and then he completely exiled him from the squad, and you've never really given the guy a chance at all. But like you say, it'd be interesting to see what they do with Ten Hag. If he does want to invest in new players, I think a new ownership is going to be looking at, like we've said before, they need to look at a 5, maybe 5 to 10 year plan. You need to map out a long-term project if you want to be a new owner of Manchester United, because it ain't going to be, one summer window, we'll blow 300 million and we'll get fans on our side. That ain't how it's going to work. If you want to get Manchester United's fan base on side, it takes years, not months.
Yeah, actually, I'll stay with you, Tom. What would you answer Windy's question?
What was Windy's question again, sorry?
It was, would you listen to other offers from other teams if you were Rashford?
If I was Rashford?
Yeah.
If I was Rashford, right now, I'd probably see the season out, if I'm being honest. You don't want to do anything mid-season. See the season out, try and have a good rest of the season, stay fit if I can. Don't want any injuries or have to take surgery like you would have had to in the past. And then maybe in the summer, I think it comes down to money. Money plays a factor, unfortunately, in a lot of players' minds. If the money's right to go somewhere else, where, Champions League as well, if we're not in the Champions League, that is going to be thinking into a lot of players' minds because they don't get the highest salary cap, salary bonuses for being in the Champions League, and obviously the Champions League money's cut for the whole club, so that has an effect on investment in bringing in new players. So I would do, if I was in Rashford's shoes, and being honest, I would look somewhere else. If the money's right and it's a team that I value playing for at the highest level in the Champions League or something, then yeah, absolutely, you would obviously look at it.
Yeah, yeah. Big up, Stephen H says Windigrand. He loves the club. He's been through difficult years in the club's recent history, and we have an exciting times to come. Hopefully, with the important player. Mundo, you said you would sign a contract and then you wait for the bigger contract, because by the time he's 28, he can still move on in his prime. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's got. But the thing is, I think we need to just hold our horses with Rashford, because I've seen this before, where his form is very flaky. Where 1 minute he looks like a world beater, and the next thing he looks like a donkey. And okay, his form's been reasonably good for Man United this season, but we can't just erase the last 2 years and just forget how dog he was. And people are getting gassed because he scored 2 goals against Wales. It's like that. You still, for me, you've still got a lot to prove, because it's same him, Martial, and these guys. The problem isn't the talent. The problem isn't their ability. The problem is their consistency, right? And they're getting to the age now where if Man United want to win things, then we can't have inconsistent players. They need to be performing top level. We need to get that ruthlessness. So I don't think we need to be too hasty with Rashford. He's got another 12 months. They can extend his contract if he's consistent. Then he gets rewarded with a contract. If not, then you just sell him. I think we need to be ruthless. For too many years now, it's been player FC. It's been, we can't sell this guy and we want to keep this guy. No, we want to get back to winning trophies by any means necessary. And if we get new owners who have deep pockets, then we can go and get a player that might not be as good as Rashford, like Gakpo, for example. He looks like a very good player. If he comes in and he's consistent, then he might even displace Rashford in the team. So
could do.
Yeah, I've talked about it in this this afternoon's show, people. At 1:30, we discussed the Gakpo thing. For me, coming to the Gakpo thing, I think, just to answer Mr. Bean's question, you think Anthony Push should return from injury back just so he can play for Brazil in the World? Of course.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? Of course. And that's why he's left a really bad taste in my mouth. A massive taste in my mouth.
We saw it, didn't we? My uncle's gone to the medical department, but you jumping up and down with your brothers and your family when you get picked for the squad.
No, I'm not having that. I'll stay with you, Mundo. You heard the latest on the Glazers. Obviously. That in the BBC Simon Stone article, he basically said that the Glazers might not sell, but if they're going to sell, it's going to be a quick deal. It's going to be a quick deal, and can be done by spring. Now we know spring is around my birthday, innit? At the end of March till June. Can you see Man United being sold that quickly? Me and Tom, by the way, have got a bet. Tom, Man United are not sold. They don't have new owners in 12 months. Tom owes me a meal. A curry in my favourite curry house in Manchester. If Man United, the Glazers have gone, I'll buy Tom more than a meal. I'll take him down to the local. You can feel his drinks.
Do you know what I think? I think that will be sold. I think that somebody's made an offer that's too good to turn down. That's what I think personally, because if it was a consortium similar, like an American, this is why I'm thinking it's oil money. Because if it's a consortium, then they've still got to. It's difficult because they've still got to think about investment in the stadium.
Yeah,
they might, they might need finance.
It takes time, doesn't it, Mundo? It takes time to get people together.
Yeah,
for a consortium.
Yeah. But if it's oil money, then they could just come in and say, bang 10 bill on the table, and say, we'll take the club. So I think that's what's happening. I think it's Middle Eastern interest, and I think that they've made the Glazers. I think the Glazers have got an offer already. I don't think that they would have released that statement unless they knew they had money on the table, because I just think that they're greedy fuckers. So they would want everything guaranteed. So, and I think that they're posturing by saying, "Oh, we might not sell," just to kind of hurry it along, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Or maybe eke out a little bit more money. But I think they will sell. I think they've got to sell. They've got no choice. They've hit the wall. Nowhere else to go.
They've hit the walls of profits. Put it that way at the club. They can't make any more profit out of it.
At this moment, without investing heavily and getting Man United to be consistently back in the Champions League and bringing trophies and bringing more revenue, commercial revenue. The only way you're going to get commercial revenue by really investing in a stadium, investing in a training structure, you know what I mean? Making it so that players want to come and play for Man United. For me, you know what? I still, breaking news tonight as well, by the way. I saw something on the Anfield talk, and it says FSG are now only interested in part sale. They're not interested in full sale. Now, could that be a tactic to get more people interested? Has the potential people who wanted to buy Liverpool all of a sudden, they all of a sudden were that hot girl when you're with your girl and you and your girl are walking down the road and you see a hot girl, is that your head turn like that, and then you're watching like, what are you doing, dog? What are you looking at? And you're trying to do it on the slide. Is that what happened to FSG and Liverpool? Have FSG and Liverpool no longer, when Man United come in the market, you know what I mean, with everything, flexing, was that what happened? Did all the owners that who potentially could have bought Liverpool just looked at Man United and went, hold on a minute, wait a minute, god damn, wait a minute.
Can I say something about this Liverpool Man United thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that people are trying to compare Liverpool and Man United, right? The reason why there is a distinction, right? Okay, Liverpool got history probably equal to or more than Man United because they won more trophies than Man United.
Yeah.
But what people have to recognise is two things. Yeah, there's two things that makes it Man United distinct from Liverpool. And when you talk about people coming into the market, while Man United are going to be more attractive, especially if it's money from the Middle East. Number one, Manchester United are the biggest sports brand and probably one of the biggest brands in the world, right? Straight away, if you're into sports washing or whatever you want to label it, right, and you want to bring prestige, you're going to go for the Man United brand over Liverpool brand, 100%. Secondly, the thing as well is it's more like I want to get one over on. So let's say if it's Dubai, they probably think, you know what, I want to get one over on the Qataris. I want to get one over on Abu Dhabi. It's that kind of rivalry. So for someone to come in to take Man United in the state it's in and turn it back into a world-class sporting project and get them winning big trophies, the prestige of doing that is bigger because Liverpool are already at the top already on a sporting. If you think about it from a sporting perspective, they've been in how many Champions League finals recently? They've won a league title. They're much further down the line than Man United sporting wise. So I think the combination of the brand and the fact that Man United are broken and it's the chance to come in and put them back on the top makes it more attractive to those type of buyers than Liverpool. I could be completely wrong, but that's just my view in terms of if I was a billionaire or trillionaire, right, that's how I would be thinking. I think, you know what, I want to buy that brand and I want to put it back on the top and then trump everybody. Because Man City, okay, Abu Dhabi have done amazing with, dropping Man City, but they're never going to be Man United. And if you put money in Man United, trust me, all those ABUs, anyone but Man United, they're all panicking now. They are panicking because they think if Man United get money, Man United get Man City money.
Good night, Vienna.
Well, Mundo, it wasn't even that. Me and Nuruddin were on a stream, and you pulled that quote, didn't you, Nuruddin? And it was about 12 Premier League clubs when there were links to Apple and everything, that they were all going to meet together because of the, what was it, the inadequacies and the unfair ability of a trillionaire ownership coming into the Premier League. But they didn't do that with Newcastle. And Newcastle are probably worth more than what Newcastle's Saudi Arabian fund is worth trillions and trillions.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even like to put a number on it of how much money is probably in that state. And you take a company from example of Apple that have like what 2.3 trillion. I mean, to buy a football club or something like that, it's loose change. They'd probably make enough money to buy Man United in 3-4 days of marketing sales. And obviously with Christmas coming up, I mean, could probably might even do it in a day. You never know.
But, I mean, Apple make $1 billion in a day, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they could buy it within a week then.
Yeah. But listen,
week, 10 days.
Yeah. Big up Magnificent Jafar. He says, I really feel for Lukaku. Man went from I have unfinished business to finished business. Man was hey, mate. I was like, you got Timberland boots, man. Kick the glass, man. Don't punch it. You know what I mean? You got those boots. But listen, to be fair to him, he wasn't fit, was he? I think he's
when
3 months, isn't he?
If there's a clutch moment, right? The last person you want in that situation is Lukaku. Yeah. I've seen that guy miss too many chances, man, in big games.
Yeah, big up in the game tactic. Texas said, "Come on, Ghana, we need a revenge." To be fair, you know what? It's not a revenge. The guy missed the penalty at the end of the day, but yeah, it's the way he celebrated. Anyways, he thinks Kundas is definitely a 10. I think he is. I think he's naturally more creative. He's press resistant. He's up the pitch. He's got a good shot on him. I think he should be a number 10 for Ghana. And I'm shocked that Ghana playing in midfield, but that's just me. Business being part of what it is because Sancho's making 300, reportedly, Windy, 360 per week. Rashford will be crazy to accept anything less than 400k. Well, to me, I think Man United need to introduce. I know that Sancho's not getting that at the moment. He's not getting that because we're out of the Champions League. Everybody's had to take a dip, a cut, but it is what it is. Played most games of the season as a number 10. Yeah, for Ajax, yeah, I've seen that. He's more up the pitch, really.
Mm-hmm.
For Ajax. Well, we'll see in it. We'll see if Ghana can make it tomorrow, but they need to win. I don't know how. I don't care how they do it. Ghana have to win tomorrow to get through, because that will be an incredible feat for African nations.
Do they have to win, or will a draw be enough? A draw will be enough, right?
I think it depends on the result, though.
Let me have a look.
Ghana have got 3 points. I think Uruguay have only got 1 point.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they've lost to Portugal. Yeah, they lost Portugal as well, didn't they?
Which is true.
Portugal, Uruguay. Yeah, I think they will do.
So there we go. Okay, Group H. It's the last group. So Portugal have got 6 points. Ghana have got 3 points. Korea have got 1 point. And Uruguay have got 1 point. So all they need to do is get a draw, yeah? A draw.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah. A draw will do them tomorrow. Yeah. But if South Korea...
No, but if South Korea win, what's the goal difference?
This is interesting. So this is interesting. This is the goal difference at the moment, yeah? Portugal, 2 games. Goal difference, 3 to the good, yeah? Ghana, 2 games. 0 goal difference,
right?
Yeah. South Korea, so we've got 3 points. Ghana, South Korea, 2 games -1 goal.
So that's a goal ahead.
Yeah. So Ghana are a goal ahead. 1 point. Uruguay 2 games, -2 goals behind Ghana. So it is dangerous. They might have to get a score draw. If they can get a score draw, that might be it, because South Korea can score against Portugal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but South Korea have to win, right? They have to beat Portugal.
Yeah,
right?
they have to win. They have to win, but they'll have to win by high.
Yeah, they have to win by 2 goals.
And then hope that the other game's 0-0.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically Ghana's just got to score a goal then, really, haven't they?
Yeah, Ghana have got to score a goal. But if
they'll be fine.
I can imagine Portugal resting a lot of players, by the way. I can 100% see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Resting a whole lot of players. So if Portugal do that, South Korea might just go for it. And if they score 2 or 3 goals to the good, Ghana could be out. if they're drawing against Uruguay. It can happen, people. It can happen.
I think Ghana can overpower Uruguay though. I
Let's
think
hope.
Uruguay old, especially at the back.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. Let's hope they are. Would you keep Old Trafford or expand it in the stadium? I'll go to you, Mundo. Guys, there's nearly 100 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you watch this afternoon's video because we went into depth about the Glazer ownership, and actually something that no other YouTube, well, nobody's saying it on Twitter. But did any of you hear the interview between Gary Neville and that Melissa, the Liverpool fan?
Melissa Reddy.
United? Yeah, you know, this investment company. It doesn't have to be people from the US. It can be a Dubai nation fund investment company. People forget that. People think that this US investment company are just Yanks who wanted to buy Man United.
No.
You know what I mean? It can be a nation state.
Well, no, it doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to be banks. There was the Saudi media company that were interested in Chelsea until they didn't get selected for the shortlist. So it doesn't even have to be a bank that can acquire Man United.
Yeah, and it could be Jim Radcliffe's as well, investment company.
Yeah.
Ineos is an investment company anyway.
Yeah, Ineos is, yeah.
Yeah, Ineos is. So Mundo, would you know Old Trafford? We've been going there for years. Would you keep Old Trafford or expand it? I want a new stadium, man. I want a new stadium. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the traditionals want to shoot me, but I think Man United need to get a bowl, mate. Like a bowl. I just like the bowl, you know, when it's all around. I like that bowl kind of stadium, man.
So not the Super Bowl.
The one thing I would say is that other teams around the world have managed to, like Real Madrid and Barcelona have managed to renovate Camp Nou and the Bernabeu, right? But the difference is that I think Man United Stadium's older.
Yeah.
And also it's fallen into such disrepair.
We've been in there since 1910.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's just not fit for purpose. I think to renovate it as well. And I know there's some issues around the land and stuff.
But we know, right? We know on the right-hand side. So when you approach it from, you know what I mean, the right-hand side, you've got the rail network right near there. So you can't renovate that. You know the south
exactly.
You can't really.
Yeah. I think. Well, if it's oil money, it might just buy a new stadium.
You can't renovate the main stand, can you? Because it's right on the rail tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think a new stadium might be the way to go. I think the new stadium might be the way to go.
A new 100-seater. 100-seater.
100,000. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, seater, yeah. All I know is that I'm 6'4", man, and when I sit down, if I've got normal seats, if I'm not at a Stratford end, if I sit down, my legs are gone, mate. I'm trapped. I'm absolutely trapped. I'm not lying to you. There are times where people is near a goal and stuff like that. People get up. I don't get up, man. Because if I get up, it takes me years to get back down again. Sit back down.
I remember going to the Etihad when City first
I have to cross my legs and everything.
A friend of mine had a hospitality, had a box. And the hospitality there was next level. Like when I used to go to Old Trafford, you know, you remember back in the day, I used to get corporate and hospitality and all the rest of it. It's just different gravy. And it's like, how is it that this...
It's so modern, isn't it, Mundo? So modern.
How are they so far ahead in that respect? And then obviously they've got like they've generated all around the stadium. And like, I remember going to Main Road. Like, I mean, Old Trafford is like Main Road. You know, it's like that type of stadium. How have we allowed our stadium? Well, not us. How have our owners allowed our stadium to get that bad? It's just, I don't know what to say. It's just, we need them out. We just did. I mean, we say this all the time, but the sooner we get rid, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Muhammad Ali, Tom, I'll come to you. New stadium, or do you want to renovate the old stadium? And let me just get this comment.
Yeah, get that comment first.
Yeah, Glazer credit score for loans cash liquidity ratio is too low. They need to sell or relinquish power, while the co-owning with a new owner.
Not going to happen.
they need to sell or relinquish power while co-owning with the new owner. They just need to look for the highest bid at 8 to 10 month sale. Looks like Mohammed works in the finance.
Looks like I'm winning then, Nuruddin.
Well, we'll see, Tom. We'll see. That curry's there, mate. Mundo will tell you. What's the curry like from the place that we go to, Mundo? What is it like?
Which curry? Oh,
in Manchester, mate. In Manchester. Wimmy Road, mate. Where we go?
Oh, it's the
El
best.
Medina. El Medina, mate. Pick up El Medina. Shout out El Medina, mate. If you know, you know. El Medina. There's a place in Longside, Mundo, that you would love as well. Oh my gosh. The place in Longside. Next time you come, we'll go to Longside. HK Music, do people say the same thing about Rashford when PSG wanted Barca, wanted Bruno last year to stop being in denial? Well, we'll see. I don't know who you are, pal. Red Devil United. Red Dead United TV. Is that somebody trolling us? Are you a troll, my friend? But Tom, do you keep Old Trafford or do you build a new stadium? You know what I would do to Old Trafford, genuinely? I would make Old Trafford smaller, right? Really smaller. Disband it. Turn it into like 20,000 seat stadium and build another stadium, the land, you know, in front of Hotel Football at the back, all of that, all of those old mills, build a brand new stadium there and turn that into the women's and the youth team's stadium.
Oh, I got a better idea. Why don't we rent it out to Man City? It's got a bigger capacity.
What are you talking about? They can't even
They can't even fill the empty ads.
Yeah.
No, but
Red Map TV United. I don't want to talk about Mr. 11. All due respect, I don't want to talk about Mr. 11 unless there's some breaking news. We only report on the relevant news. I don't really want to talk about Mr. 11. If Man United, I'm going to talk
But no, if I'm being honest with what I would do personally, I'd do a similar thing to what you've said, but I would personally build I'd build the women's and youth stadium first. If I'm being honest, I'd build it potentially where you said with the old mills, but I'd build that for the women's and the youth team first. I would invest in that because unlike the men's team, they actually have a stadium to play in. The women's and the youth team, they don't have a stadium to play in Manchester at all. So in that respect, I would build that for the women's and the youth team first, invest in it, 20,000, 25,000 seat a little stadium. Put it near where the mills is at the back of Hotel Football. With Old Trafford, personally, the plans that we've been over it, the South Stand can't be renovated. I don't think it can be modernised to an elite level of the elite level that Mundo just spoke about with where we spoke about with hospitality at the Etihad. You've seen it with Tottenham. Is any of that stadium got like the littlest bit of, derelictness or, of the past? It doesn't. It's modern, it's bright, it's vibrant. It's where, the modern day generation want to go. You look at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and you look at Old Trafford. Where do you want to go? I know where I want to go if there's a concert on, or if there's a football match on, or a boxing event on. I know where I want to go. I know where I would want to pay my hard-earned cash to go and watch an event or go and watch a concert.
I've not been to
but
Spurs away.
It's brilliant, Nuruddin. Honestly, if you ever get a chance to go, anybody, go to Spurs Stadium for an NFL game, for a concert, anything. It's brilliant. One thing that I will say, though, if you're going to do what I've just said with the new stadium, if push comes to shove, and you want to build a brand new stadium, you're not going to build a brand new stadium especially if it's 100-seater that we're talking about, it's not going to be done in months or weeks. Probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 years, we're talking, to build a completely brand new stadium on the same plot of land. The only thing I would say with that is, then obviously you've got the problem of, where do you go and play? You can go and play at the women's youth and youth team stadium if you need to for a season, or you license it to go and play somewhere else, because you can't really license to go play at Wembley like Spurs did. I think that really bailed them out in a way, because it was a big capacity stadium that could hold their fan base at that time. With Man United, it's going to be tricky because it's not going to be a case of if you want to build a new stadium, you can't really use Old Trafford if you want to knock it down and you want to build on that same plot of land. So I don't know. You might have to go and do a deal with Man City potentially to play at the Etihad. At least you generate revenue where you'd actually have a full stadium for them.
At least we'll fill it out.
That's what I mean. You can fill it out.
At least we'll fill it out.
But
they can never sell it out. We will sell it out weekly.
I think for me personally, before we talk about the men's team or anything,
and that's not their stadium. To be fair, that belongs to Manchester and United.
Yeah.
All taxpayers.
But it's the council, isn't it? Yeah. But the only thing I'd say is the men's team have a stadium to play in. The women's and youth team haven't had anything before, so that's where my priorities would be anyway. From a new ownership, but I'd still invest. But if I'm going to invest in that for the women's and youth team, I wouldn't completely neglect the men's team, but I'd invest potentially in the training ground, something that's away from from the stadium constructions. Go and invest at Carrington. Go and redevelop it, or I don't know. I don't think Carrington needs to be knocked down and rebuilt, but I think you just need to renovate it out and modernise it a bit more.
It needs to be expanded.
Expanded, yeah, exactly.
Big up Windy Grant. We'll come to you, Bombay. How would it work if the Saudi private, if the Saudi prince privately buys United? Would he be allowed if the Saudi country owns Newcastle? No, he would not be allowed because he's in charge of a country and he's in charge of the fund. This fund that
Newcastle around.
Apparently, they say Newcastle are not state owned though. They somehow got around it. So they're saying that Newcastle are they're not owned by.
It's because they've got the businessmen involved. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they've got such as the sports minister who came out with this stuff about Ronaldo and things like that. And he came out and said, "Oh, if people from the private sector in the country want to invest, go and invest in Man United or go and invest in Liverpool." And they asked him the same question. Well, forget about the private sector, from the public sector and the government's fund, would you invest in Manchester United also? And he said no. It's not feasible to invest in more than two clubs. But Manchester City, I think you said ages ago, didn't you, Nuruddin, that Man City own like Fiorentina, they own Italy, they own numerous football clubs. Yeah. So it can be done.
New York City.
This is what I mean. So it can be done in other, but these are in other countries. So I don't know what it'd be like in the same league.
Well.
Yeah, isn't it Melbourne Rockets or something? I can't remember.
Bumbaye, welcome, man. Welcome to the stream, Bumbaye. Thank you for joining us. First question is, La Maroc. Are you happy for Morocco? The Moroccans? Nobody's sleeping tonight. Tangier.
Big time. Yeah, absolutely buzzing for the Moroccan brothers, loving it, man. They deserve it. They've entertained.
So many Palestinian flags in their fans, and the atmosphere is incredible. They're doing the Icelandic atmosphere as well.
Yeah, bro. Anybody that's got a sense of humanity will be wearing the Palestine flag, and they're no different. The people of the peninsula are all together, just bad leadership, but they've entertained. They always entertain. They produce really exciting players, as far back as Mustafa Hadji days, Boufal. They always produce really nice players to watch, and they entertain, and they deserve to go through, and they definitely bring a nice character to the tournament. So I'm really happy for them. And I said to you, they could qualify. Senegal, I told you Senegal could do it. So it's looking good.
You did 100%. You did say I wasn't convinced, but they have done it. I wasn't convinced. But now they play England, so it's going to be a very physical game, I'm expecting, on Sunday. Evening, Claire. Big up to every one of you. If you want to find out anything about the Glazers, we spoke about it in detail today, about the breaking news overnight by the BBC last night. Simon Stone publishing saying the Glazers might not sell, but if they sell, it's going to be a quick sale. The sale is going to be in the spring. So big up to every one of you. Go and check that video out. We were live 1:30 today. Big up, evening, Claire. I hope everybody's good, syncing over. Big up. So tonight, at one point, it looked like it was Japan and Costa Rica that were going through. When Costa Rica went up 2-1, that would have been crazy. That would have been upside down. But Belgium on the way out. I told you and many people, Belgium were done out here. And Lukaku punching the dugouts, taking it out on the dugouts, man. It is what it is, isn't it? But what have you watched? Have you watched many of the games today?
Yeah, evening, Claire. I did. I was at work. We had it on. We had the Japan game on. And you know what? They keep getting underestimated, this team, but they're a really good unit. You know, they're tactically, they're all right. They're not getting the credit they deserve. They work hard. They don't get tired. They get numbers forward. They know how to defend deep and dispossess. Spain today, you know, Spain's deficiencies were shown today against Japan. They
It's
can't
so mad.
penetrate.
Yeah.
They
It's
can't.
so mad
Spain
that
can.
they take up the striker, don't they? They took up the striker. Like, and then bring on midfielders to do this rotating. Big up, Tom. Hope you can come back, Tom. No problems like the battery died. But yeah, it's weird. To
Yeah.
me, the way taking it down. After watching that, if and that's if Morocco can keep it tight for 60 minutes, I think they've got a chance.
It can beat Spain. Spain are not.
They're not great. Do you know what?
Not.
Honestly, they're not great. The style of football that they play, I like it. Enrique obviously will continue that tradition, but the quality of the style of play is not what you'd expect from Spain. I think they've got a good side, young side for the future, but they're struggling to penetrate. They're not finding those balls in behind. And you know what? When you sit deep against them, they can't get through Spain. And they're susceptible at the back. So I think Morocco can give them a game. It's, you know, Morocco can win that for sure.
Yeah, they can't concede early. They have to keep it tight first half. They has to be 0-0 for me. For Morocco, then can grow more into the game in the second half. Big up, Claire says the Glazers have left OT to rot. It's tragic. Bumbaye, would you build a new stadium or would you renovate Old Trafford?
No, I'd never leave Old Trafford, man. The history of Old Trafford is what makes Manchester United.
Leaving. You can just build
sure.
a stadium next to it. You can knock it down and build a new stadium.
No, I don't. Brother, I've got memories of sneaking in there to my first ever game. I've got memories with you boys that will go to me to the grave. I've got memories of watching the class of '92. I've got so many memories there, so many great nights, and even the history before, man, the training, everything about that ground is beautiful. And it's a massive ground. The capacity is there. You just need to invest money into it, man, and make it, you know, special. I wouldn't knock it down. No way.
Brilliant. Big up Alien Tenno. Thanks for the super chat. He said, Nuruddin sitting at OT like Mr. Bean in a mini. You know me. You know me, pal. So yeah, so you're against it actually, and Tom was against it as well. Looks like me and Mundo are the only two people are saying, you know what, we should build a new stadium. I think that stadium is knackered. I don't think you can really, like, you can genuinely really, you know what I mean? I don't think you can renovate the main stand. South stand. I don't think you can renovate it because the train tracks are right next to it. So that's why you can't do it, but it is what it is. Big up, Steve. David De Gea is set to sign a contract on Man UC. The veteran goalkeeper is set to extend his contract for another 2 years with a further year. Ten Hag is really happy with De Gea. Wow, that's breaking news. And also some of the Man United news guys. Guess what? Tuan Zabi and Brandon Williams are both back in training. Hooray! Well, all excited. That's exciting news. Bumbaye getting love from Alicia Sinkin over there. Giving out the love.
Yeah, enough love, man. She always is a gracious host along with yourself on here. She always bigs it up. Nice one.
Yeah, the Glazers already have US investors, US invested lineup. I reckon probably been going on it since the summer. Yeah, well, the summer it broke in the summer, didn't it? The rumors were all around social media that the Glazers are selling Man United. So, and it could also be Jim Ratcliffe as well, because the way Jim Ratcliffe in that October interview with the Financial Times, the way he was talking, it was like, oh, Avram and Joe Glazer are really nice people, but they don't want to sell and all that. Yes, Rashid! Yes, Rashid! FIBA Morocco! FIBA Morocco, mate. FIBA Morocco. Like we said, we all been to Morocco. We spent 3 weeks.
FIBA Morocco.
So, yeah.
You should see the scenes in Tangiers today, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. 6
Yeah,
years old last time Morocco made it through to the last 16. Oh, man. There you are. Now you're a grown man, mate. Grown man. There you go. Big up. United are publicly traded, so that any state that would want to buy United would be subject to investigation by the SE.
Oh man, forget all that nonsense. Qatar bought the World Cup, man. Whoever wants it and can pay for it's getting it. End of.
They can cook all the books, can't they? They can cook. They can put.
Man, come on, man. We've been round the block with this a few times. Look at Man City. Man City are convincing us that they spent $2 billion because they make $2 billion. Come on, man. Give it a rest. Give it a rest, man.
Big up the Darby Yaboa. Big up. That's a famous name, isn't it? Yaboa.
Wow. We've seen what, fellas, man. The law of that money is too strong, bro. This World Cup has shown us that. The law of money is too strong now. Football is all about money, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And this World Cup has just shown you money. Enough money. Enough money will get you whatever you want in football. End of.
Yeah.
I mean,
everything's
let's not. I'm not gonna. It's it's a sad state of affairs. Unfortunately, this world it's all about the dough. And football, more than anything now, is about the dough. So it is sad, but it's the reality. Let's accept it. Whoever pays for it is getting it. We just can only hope, like you say, the person that gets it has got some sentimentality towards the football. And has got it in his head that I want to bring this place back to its glory because it doesn't deserve the shit that is happening to it at the moment. Get that stadium up to scratch, get the team winning, have a good plan like City boys.
100%. Listen, there are private billionaires in Saudi Arabia that are not related to the royal family worth billions. One of them is rich son was a friend whose family Forbes net was.
You sure one of them ain't Ronaldo?
Yeah, exactly. He said it's 3 times that cash. Wow. It is what it is. Listen, Wendy's telling you, smash a like on that video. Alicia Sinkanova's gone early before Sunday. She's saying, "Come on, Senegal!" That's what she's saying.
I'm down with it.
like the video. Yeah, it's been a very, very interesting World Cup, man. Very interesting World Cup. Belgium are home. Germans are home. Who do you think is going to be the next big club to go home, Mundo? Who do you think the next big club to go home is? And
what
who
are
are
fixtures?
So that's the first question. My second question is, who do you think is going to win? After that, who do you think who's the next big nation to go home?
What are the fixtures?
The fixtures.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's the fixtures? Netherlands play.
The Netherlands plays USA. I think they could be gone.
No, Netherlands should go through.
I think Netherlands is that's a
USA are poor, man.
Nah, they're not that poor.
Honestly, bro, they're poor, man. Honestly, I looked at them again. I watched it against them.
Who are Portugal playing in the next round?
Portugal are either going to be playing, could be playing whoever finishes second. Either Serbia on who else? Who's
Cameroon, Serbia or Cameroon?
No, Cameroon. I think Cameroon are out now. They've been beaten twice.
Oh yeah, they're in Brazil's group. They're not gonna beat Brazil. Switzerland. I think Portugal could be in trouble.
But Switzerland, I just saw it against Brazil. They were so defensive. I didn't see their game against Cameroon.
Do you know what? For you boys that have watched Portugal, okay, I understand they've got serious talent going forward, yeah. What's that defense saying these days? Are we still on the Pepes of this world? And what? Obviously, Cancelo's back there. No, actually, they're decent. Cancelo, Ruben Diaz is good.
They played the other day. They played Ruben Diaz and Pepe the other day. Pepe played.
I think centre half they've got problems because they played Danilo and he's quite unagile, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's he's quick, he's strong, but he's not like he hasn't got agility. And Pepe's like 50 or something, so that's where they've got problems. But I'm surprised. Where's that kid from Benfica? That centre half. I can't remember his name. He looks like a real prospect. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, big up Raymond Pierce. This is really important. United are attempting outside money to redevelop Old Trafford. They never want to spend their own money or investment. That's what we are to them. Yeah. Hashtag wake the fuck up. We are awake on this channel, mate. But yeah, that's why we're not getting this are really selling to me. I don't believe it. Especially when Liverpool owners apparently come out and said they're not. Thoughts on Ollie saying Maguire is his babes. Is that what he said? Apparently, this is news, by the way. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has rewatched every game. Has rewatched all of his 168 games in charge of Man United.
That is painful, man. So yeah, what about Argentina? Who are Argentina playing next, man? Who's getting popped here?
Argentina got Australia. That's game over.
So they're going through. Netherlands are going through. Portugal, you know, there is a potential banana skin there. England are playing who? Senegal. You know, you never know there. Yeah. Be interesting, man. I think England obviously are favourites, but you know, as you get further into the tournament, you start, you know, I think the morale starts to change. Like maybe some belief could creep in. Like maybe we can do something here. It's only one game, you know. Put in the hard yards.
We're talking about England or in general.
No,
yeah. Okay. Fair. So what else have we got? What about Brazil?
Brazil might
I think Brazil was shit the other night. Honestly, they were absolutely dog shit. This is the most un-Brazil team I've ever seen in my life, and it'd be a tragedy to those other great Brazilian teams that have won the World Cup to be compared to them. Honestly, that what I watched the other night was a dog shite. What I watched the first game was a dog shite, as well, other than Richarlison's goals. And to me, I didn't think Neymar hugs the ball a lot, makes the game about himself, rolls around. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be that I'm wrong, but I don't see anything special about Neymar. No way.
You just don't like that guy, man.
I don't think he can lace Rivaldo's boots, me personally.
What about goals of the tournament, man? What do you think? I reckon. I know what people in the comments think. What a free kick.
Chavez last night. That deserved to count as 2 goals. I'm sorry, but that Chavez free kick deserved to count as 2 goals last night. I really wanted Mexico to be in it. I didn't want Mexico to go out yesterday.
I know, man.
I didn't want Mexico. I like Mexican, the fans, man, the atmosphere. The Argentinian fans have been incredible, by the way. Windy says, I think Portugal and Argentina, who I hate, will have a motivation to get Ronaldo and Messi this ultimate prize.
I think there is something in that, you know. I mean, a lot of people would like to see that final Ronaldo-Messi sort of thing.
I don't think so. I'll be shocked if they both make it to the final. Well, I tipped Argentina to begin with, but they have to play a striker. They have to play Alaves. He scored a fantastic goal last night. He has to play.
Great goal.
And they have to play more settled team other than him changing it all the time. Yeah. But France, for me, the most impressive team that I watched has been France. I don't know about you guys. That's who's impressed me the most has been France.
France look France when they played a full team.
Fluid, man.
Yeah, they look good. The only thing about France, I don't know why it is, but their defense looks a bit suspect, even though they've got good individual defenders. It looks like you can get behind them. But they've got pace at the back. France.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you. That's the best form I've seen Upamecano. Wow, my God. Everybody's been telling me about this Upamecano kid for a long time. I've seen it in this World Cup. Upamecano looked really good.
He's a good player, man.
OS says Brazil are already through. We'll play a weaker team, come through and sneak through in second. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be great. Abubakar. I want Abubakar to be there, man. That would be amazing.
His goal's the best.
Yeah, his goal was the way he sits that defender down and lobs the keeper. That's what I hate about VAR. He couldn't celebrate it.
Yeah, because he thought he was offside, didn't know, and that helped him though, because he probably wouldn't have finished that way. If he thought he was onside, he probably would have like just put his foot through it. But because he thought he was offside, he just thought, you know what, I'll do this cheeky little finish. He walks away, and it's a goal.
What's a goal? Yeah, man, Abubakar, man. Big up Abubakar, man. Seriously. But yeah, everyone today, what was sad? Little life, have it. Everyone today. Everyone today, what a sad little life, have it. Is that what have it said? What a sad little life. I don't know about that. But yeah.
I tell you what I do know, man. Today is the day they should be putting their hands over their mouths. How not qualifying. that's bad, man, for
Listen,
them.
I do remember Carlos Valderrama. What a player he was. What a player he was.
Class player.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? We missed Colombia at this World Cup, man. One of the things I love about African teams and Latin American teams, they bring
the atmosphere.
Stadiums.
Big time atmosphere, man. They got the jinga. It's beautiful. It's colourful. It's vibrant. It's lovely.
Yeah.
You need a mixture of all
fans for me today were absolutely sensational. Honestly,
yeah.
Moroccan fans today in that stadium. How loud was that stadium today? They were absolutely brilliant. But yeah, people, we're gonna wrap it up there, man. Big up to every one of you. Love and light. I did promise you, if Morocco win, I'm gonna do a show tonight. And we have done a show. There's over 100 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please hit that notification bell because it'll let you know we are live. Unpopular opinion, Senegal are actually going to beat England. Ooh.
So it's not coming home, huh?
Hey, it's not coming home like he went to Rome, innit? We thought it was all coming home, but he went to Rome. Oh, my God, that's an insult, guys. 38 likes. You're absolutely taking the biscuit. Absolutely taking a biscuit. Smash a like for Morocco, man. Smash a like for Japan tonight. What a performance. That second half performance. And that ball was definitely not over the line. I know that in Germany, they're having an absolute investigations as we speak. They're having stewards inquiry as we speak. In Germany, 80 million Germans are going crazy as we speak about the ball not crossing the line. But it is what it is. Remember, what was it, 2002? Italy, I think it was Spain what was knocked out, where the ball apparently crossed the line and it came back and somebody scored. Or did they got a goal disallowed? Was it Italy or Spain? One of them in 2002, I remember. Something happened. He's leaving home.
It might have been Italy. Italy lost to South Korea, didn't they, in 2002?
Yeah. And I think
he definitely got ripped off.
Yeah, it was one of the things that, I think the ball might have been. They said the goal was disallowed because the ball was over there, if I'm not mistaken. Justice for the Lampard goal, he says. That definitely Lampard goal was way over the line. It is what it is.
Yeah, but England still got
that's justice for the Lampard goal that was well in, and that's justice. And that's justice, bro, for what Germany and Austria did in 1982 to Algeria. That's the justice right there. Yeah, that was a disaster. That Algeria tore West Germany to pieces. Bellumi, Zidane came, absolutely tore them up, beat them 2-1, shocked everybody. Algeria were going through. Austria and Germany played their biggest farce ever. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's on YouTube.
Oh, they're walking around with the ball and stuff. Yeah, it was
disaster of a game, man. So what goes around comes around, man. Do you know what I mean?
Well, boys, expect more of the next World Cup with this crap format. Have you seen the format they've got now?
No, what's happened?
16 groups of 3 teams.
What?
Yeah.
What? And how many qualify?
Two teams per group qualify of the 3. So you could so think about it. If you've got 3 teams, you've got a team who's going to play two games back to back. So if you're playing last, you know what result you need to go through. So if you think I only need a draw, if both teams who play last know they only need a draw because the other team's already played their 2 games, then they can just do that Germany-Austria situation, isn't it?
It's gonna be crazy.
It's ruined the format. It's removed the jeopardy. Like you can just last game we both need a draw. Let's play out for a draw.
Yeah. How did the yeah? Well, they needed Germany. It's because the reason Spain would have been out tonight, Raymond Pierce, but basically the 6-1 that they smashed, was it 6-1 or 6-0, whatever it was? I think it was 6-1.
6-2
or whatever it was. It's that result got them through tonight. Spain is the goal difference.
But you know what, Raymond's right, man. Nothing against the Germans, but seriously, they don't deserve to go through. I think Japan deserves to go through. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. Muhammad Ali's predictions is France versus Netherlands in the final. Wow, that's crazy.
Do you know if that happened? Nice final. I'd be with the Netherlands, man. I love Van Gaal. You know that. For him to win it and sign off, wow, that'd be gorgeous.
That's one team that deserves to win a World Cup, man. How they haven't won a
100%. 100%, man.
World football, the contribution from the Netherlands to world football.
Brilliant.
It's amazing.
Yeah, 100%.
Such a
big up Singanova. Poland are through. I don't know how, but Poland are through to the knockout next round. I don't know how. Only German I like is Hadaway.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No more. That's what they're singing tonight, bro.
That's what they're singing tonight in Berlin. I'm telling you. They're singing that tonight.
German, the team's going to arrive back in Munich, bro, to that.
Don't hurt me. No more.
No more.
Big up, man. Listen, it's love, people. It's love. Light. Take care. Good night. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching the game. That's gonna be matter a lot. I think he's gonna be. But yeah, if Abubakar and the boys can do it, if they can beat Brazil, that'd be great. Because every team actually in every group has lost a game, innit? It's not unbeaten. Oh, other than England. I think all other teams have lost. Am I right? No, Holland haven't lost. No team has won 3 games in a row, have they? No.
No team's got 100% record now.
There's nobody with 100% record. So let's hope Brazil, Cameroon can damage them tomorrow and qualify. That'd be amazing. Yeah, big up to everybody. Happy for Morocco. I wish I was in Marrakesh or Tangier tonight, man.
Oh, big time.
The parties, mate. The parties, mate. It is what it is. Peace, love, and light, people. Good night. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Viva Palestina. Win, lose, or draw. Glazers out. Bankers out. Come on, United. Hey, JB and Brandon Williams are back. Come on, United. And it's going to be interesting how much time Eriksen's going to get off. It's going to be interesting. My last question before we go. Do you think David De Gea is saving that goal that Japan scored tonight, the first goal?
100%. What a blunder from the Spanish keeper. He's laughing. He's at home. He's at home with a glass of wine, laughing at Enrique, mate.
What does this guy think he's doing? David De Gea is one of the top keepers around, man. Still, when it comes to actual pulling off and getting to stuff, there's not many that can do it like Dave.
But to be fair to Enrique, last time De Gea was at the World Cup, he was throwing a couple of them in.
Oh, it was horrendous.
It was dreadful, man.
Remember the
Ronnie would agree with us.
I think it's one of the shots from Ronaldo's like a P-roll and you let it go through his legs, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, big up, people. Good night. Peace, love, and light. We lose or draw, Glazers out, Bankers out. I have to believe it. I have to see it to believe it if the Glazers are going to go, people. Don't get giddy. We're on giddy watch.